Hi and welcome to my channel RW Effects. I'm Robin, a hair and makeup artist based in the southwest. For my first ever video, I'll be showing you how to make a hand-tied hair weft. If you'd like to see, please keep watching. Before we begin, we must ensure that we have all the equipment we need. This includes a sturdy table, clamps, weaving sticks, weaving thread, a drawing mat to hold our loose hair in, a bowl of water, scissors and a sheet of paper. The first thing I'll be showing you is how to set up your weaving sticks. Taking one of the clamps, I position this on the left hand side of the edge of a table and screw up the bolt so that it sits nice and secure. The other clamp is positioned on the right hand side, leaving about 40 cm distance in between. The distance between your clamps really depends on how long you want the weft. If you know this will be lengthy, be sure to leave 60 to 70 cm instead. Taking the weaving stick with the smooth edge, I slot this into the clamp on the left hand side. The other weaving stick goes into the clamp on the right hand side as so. Next we will need thread in order to make our weft. You can weave with either 2 or 3 threads, however I'll be using 3 in order to show you both techniques known as once in and twice in weaving. Taking my loose piece of paper, I'm just cutting out 3 equal sections, which is used in the process of stringing the sticks. This just provides an extra grip when we wrap round the thread. Taking the thread, I measure the distance between the 2 sticks, allowing myself plenty of excess before cutting off the thread. The end of the thread is then folded inside a square piece of paper and placed around the top compartment. Here I hold this in place and wrap round the thread a few times to accumulate a few centimetres. I then stretch this across, tying the thread around in a temporary loose knot. I then complete this process for both the middle and bottom compartment before joining all the ends together. Holding the 3 ends, I pull this slightly and slide down the threads so that they join at the same point. Still holding the ends, I wrap them over the 3 threads and secure a knot as so. A double knot can be completed here just to prevent anything from coming undone. With the 3 threads now nicely secure, the tension of the thread between the 2 sticks must be taut, so if it seems a little loose, you can turn the right stick to tighten. We are now ready to begin weaving. With working left to right, we first perform a starting knot to prevent the hair from unravelling. For this we need our bowl of water and our drawing mat with our loose hair in. Taking about 10 strands of hair from my drawing mat, I hold the roots between my thumb and index finger. Dipping the ends of the hair into a little bit of water will help them stay together easier when weaving. The general technique of weaving is going in and out of the 3 threads. We begin to form an M shape by going firstly behind the bottom string and then in front of the top 2 strings. We then go behind the top string and in front of the bottom 2 strings. Holding these in place with our left hand, we go back behind with our right hand, going firstly behind the bottom string, in front of the middle string and back under behind the top string. The hairs are then taken in front of the top 2 strings and back behind the bottom string. Holding this in place, we then slide it across to the left, before the strand on the left goes over the weave and across in between the middle and bottom string, as can be shown. We then pull on the hairs tightly to secure the starting knot. The starting knot formed, we can move on to the once in weaving technique, which adopts the same M-shape method. For each new knot, we take the same amount of hair, which is about 10 strands, and dip the ends into some water as we did before. We start by going under the bottom thread and over the top 2 threads. We then go behind the top thread and in front of the bottom 2 threads as we did with the start knot. We then change the technique slightly by going behind the bottom 2 threads and in front of the top thread. We then go behind the top thread, in front of the middle thread and back behind the bottom thread. Each new knot we slide across to the left and pull down onto the hairs. I continue to complete the once-in-weave technique until the desired length of weft is achieved. At first it will seem confusing and complex, however after a few repetitive turns you will have become familiar with the general pattern. The next technique I'll be showing you is twice-in weaving, which can be used instead of once-in weaving. This gives you more space in between the knots and an overall thicker base to the weft. The technique you choose or prefer all depends on what you want to achieve. Personally, I prefer the once-in weave, which gives me a finer and tighter knot. For those that have mastered the once-in weave technique, trialling out the twice-in weave technique might be beneficial to see which you personally prefer to do. Of course, the twice-in weave is slightly more advanced than the once-in weave. We start by doing the exact same routine as a once-in weave. Stopping at this point where we've gone over the top string, we then add in this extra process again. So we go under the top string and over the bottom 2 strings, back under the bottom 2 and over the top. Then we resume to complete the knot in the same manner as the once-in weave, going under the top string, over the middle string and back under the bottom. We then slide it over to the left as usual, pulling down on the hair to secure it in place. Once we have the desired length of weft, we need to complete a finishing knot. This again just keeps everything in place and stops the hair from unravelling once it's cut off the thread. All we do here is complete the same routine as a once-in weave. The only addition is like we completed with the starting knot, taking the right hand strand, this time crossing it over the weave into the space between the mid and bottom thread. Slide across and pull down on the hairs with all of the other knots. Cutting off the weft should be done so in a careful and particular manner. Start by cutting off the bottom thread at the right hand side about 15 cm away from the finishing knot. Use this loose thread to do a knot by looping it up and round the other 2 threads. Ensure to make this really tight and secure, completing a double knot if necessary. You can now cut off the other 2 threads and trim off the excess thread. The left hand side, I slide the thread off the wefting stick and trim the excess. We will already have a knot in place from the start when stringing our weaving sticks. Continue to trim and tidy up the weft, cutting the thread as close to the knot as possible. Here is the finished weft. Wefts can be used for hair extensions, to sew onto wigs or make hair pieces from. This is a close-up shot of the final result. Thank you for watching, I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up below and subscribe to my channel for future videos.